Hey y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've played this game. I just haven't been streaming much in general lately. I don't remember any of the character voices either, so if you'll be so kind as to um, let me um, well, I probably won't remember them all on the fly or anything, but I will do my best to um, to do some good voices. And yeah, I've not played one of these live before either. I don't know how long I'm gonna play. I might need to take a break, some water breaks, because it is gonna be largely me talking. But yeah, hopefully we can all have a grand old time. Oh, hang on. Oh, we're not overwriting my save. Alright, we are on Chapter 2, Level 2, Combo Breaker. Let's jump back into this game. I really enjoyed the first one, so I don't think there's gonna be,
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy78 here with Fight Shack News. All the fighting that's fit to post. Big happenings in the scene today as P2W endures humiliation at the hands of a small team from a local laundromat. In the upset of the century, this previously unknown team of locals utterly trounced Team P2W's Coyote, who was fired on the spot.
I very much hope it's supposed to be skipping like this. I'm sorry if it's not.
Are P2W really as strong as we believed? Are they starting to show weakness? Are they no longer favored to win the Pro Tour? Will this little incident become the start of something bigger? Who knows? Personally, I can't wait to see what this new team can do. For more on this developing story, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and rate Fight Shack 5 stars. This is only the beginning, folks.
It is the distant future, year 20 bleep, and I'm no longer an aspiring game champion. I'm an aspiring game champion and a team manager. There's one more set of shoes. That's one more set of shoes than I'd originally intended to fill, if we're being honest. I would have been perfectly content to blend in with an existing team as just another player, but if this is what it takes, so be it. The good news is that I'm not flying solo as Supreme Overlord of this team. Everyone has opinions to contribute. The bad news is everybody has opinions, and I'm quickly discovering that balancing those out is getting tricky. This morning my job is simple. Completely redesign the team's profile on discomfort.fist and select a sponsor for our Pro Tour ambitions, all while keeping as many of my teammates as happy as possible. Simple. Right. Okay. Let's get to work.
Iris, online.
Hello, Mix Manager. I also figured out how to run a virtualization of the Iris app on my home computer. PC geeks get things done. Represent. Just call me Agent of Mischief, Iris. Okay, hello, Agent of Mischief. I finished compiling all input regarding your team profile and sponsorship opportunities, cross-referencing it with your friends and their own requests. Shall we start with the profile? Every good team needs a good team name. I don't know, Good Clean Fun could work nicely for that. True, but Team GCF was always a working title, and your friends have sent me ideas for better names and acronyms. But these are only suggestions. If you want, you can make up a name and acronym yourself. Okay, let's see them. Team the Best Team, Zapper's idea. Magnificent Seven, Loxley's idea. Future Forward, Grace's idea. Next Fiasco, Domino's idea. Kind of like Next Fiasco. Pit Crew, Jinx's idea. Exemplar, Rhapsy's idea. None of these write your own team name. I've got the perfect idea. We're gonna be the Mischief Makers. What's the acronym for Mischief Makers? Sorry if you can hear it making the screenshot noise. I have it set to enter, and I don't know how to change that right now on Steam. Okay, I guess MM or TMM? TM. The Mischief Makers. TM. Is that right? That works. Let me make sure I've got the grammar right. Which of these sounds correct to me? Mischief Makers are awesome and get the job done.
Good work.
Okay, your team name and acronym are now registered with Discomfort.Fist. I've also emailed everyone to let them know of the change. Next, it's time to pick a sponsor. Beating Team Play to win made my job simple. You had sponsors lining up to talk to you. If you can keep that hot streak going, this'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've organized dossiers for you, including the sponsor's original pitch and any comments from your friends about the offer. Wow, thanks, Iris. I was thinking that being a manager would be, difficult and stuff.
Thank you.
I was originally made to be a virtual assistant to high-powered business executives. This sort of thing is child's play to me. Now let's take a look at the offers. You have 3 of them to consider. Good day, Mix Andromeda. I represent Crimson Tiger Energy Drink, the premier beverage choice for the 13 to 25-year-old gamer demographic. We're always on the lookout for promising young teams, and yours shows a great deal of promise. We'd like to sponsor your entry in the Pro Tour. You find our team salary package more than generous, allowing you to focus entirely on team training and practice without day jobs to worry about. In return, we'd like to see you wear our red branding colors and be seen drinking our product. A simple request, we feel. With over 20 years of experience in this field, I assure you that you'll find no finer partner than Crimson Tiger.
Don't know about that.
God, I don't remember any of the voices I picked for them. Hang on. Hey, Iris forwarded me the CT offer. I guess they're a proven brand, but do we really want to be sponsored by the guys who sponsor everyone already? Plus, their energy drink tastes like warm battery acid. No way in hell am I slurping that stuff down.
You've gotta be kidding.
I've never been a fan of the blatant machismo and in-your-face attitude of Crimson Tiger, especially not when there's still a huge problem in this scene. Also, have you seen their clothing design? It's better suited for a gaming chair than an actual human body. I refuse to wear anything that obnoxious. So, they can offer us all the money we need to make this happen, but I need to wear their colors, chug energy drinks, and annoy Domino and Rhapsody? Doing business means accepting trade-offs. Agent of Mischief. Maybe the next two offers will be more to your liking. Hey, Agent of Mischief. Glad to see you showing up Team P2W. We need fresh blood in the scene to keep it from stagnating, and you are fresh. Blade Joystick, makers of professional-grade fighting games joysticks, want to sponsor your team all the way to the top. Our team's salaries can't compete with the top draws, I'll admit that, but you get all the free hardware and controllers you'll ever need. Sign with us and we'll make sure you're all kitted out. Sound good? Let me know.
I don't think that's a good idea.
They mean well, but the reason Blade can't offer a lot of money is because they're probably going out of business in a few years. But Blade controllers are the Player 2 sticks you let your cousin use because you don't want them wrecking your good joystick.
Not down for that.
Plus, I literally can't use their joysticks. They're too stiff. It hurts my wrists. If you want to trade your keyboard for a Blade, feel free, but personally, I won't be using their gear. Sorry. Piles and piles of free gear would save us money, but if Grace and Jinx both don't like Blade. And I can't say that I like the idea of ditching good old Beiji the 101 keyboard for a joystick just to keep them happy. You could have everyone else on the team other than Jinx use Blades if you want to keep your competitive keyboard edge. There are options. Also, there's one more candidate to consider, and if I may lend my own bias to you, I think they're exactly what we need. Good to talk to you, Raven. We here in the Pizza Yums family have been following your story closely. Everyone loves an underdog. I'm just gonna make all these people, they can all just sound like this. They can have this accent. Which is, I guess, I'm really bad at doing my Brooklyn accent still. We'd love to sponsor you. We've got experience helping people build the brand and can really get you to the next level. Can't offer as much money as a more esports focused company, but we also don't have any demands in return. We just want to help you soar. It would help if you were a bit more family friendly though. Let's talk. Just drop me a line and we'll arrange to pay entrance fees to tournaments for you, if nothing else.
No f***ing way.
Family friendly? Seriously? Bleep that. I make no apologies for who I am or what I want to say. Plus pizza bagels taste like school glue on cardboard. Hey, that's mean.
I must protest.
Pizza Yums is run by capitalist thugs who line their pockets by pushing processed garbage food of highly dubious nutritional value. In addition, they've sponsored many an event at Dago's Palace, excuse me, the Palace, the pinnacle of an anti-arcade. I say nay. Dang it. So no matter who I pick, I upset someone. Seriously? It seems that way. Sorry, Agent of Mischief, but these are tough decisions you need to make when you're in a position of leadership. They'll accept your decision no matter what, but you may lose standing with two of them depending on what you decide. I guess crowdfunding isn't an option? Not for the amount of money we'll need for travel and tournament expenses. Even the cheapest of the offers will get us more than a GoFundMe would. Right, decision time then. See, I think I wanted to romance Rhapsody. That one sounds like the least bad idea. I don't... Discussions. I'm already not sure what to do. Okay, money, view restrictions, decent money. Well, I'd like to romance Rhapsody, and how much standing does that lose us is what I would like to know. Like, does it start us all over from the beginning, or do they... I don't know, just say the pizza yums, I think. I guess we just can't cuss. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime, and we can have just enough resources to make this happen if we go with pizza yums.
Meh.
Meh, fine. Whatevs. I'm not toning myself down, but at least we don't have to drink battery acid or play with junky joysticks. I'm non-pleased, but I've sworn my oath to your service. I will hold to my oath without complaint. Although I rather hope they don't look too deeply at what, or rather who is in your pocket, Agent of Mischief.
Sounds good.
And that's all the managerial decisions you need to make today. I let out a long exhale, leaning back in my chair. This is more stressful than I thought it would be. But you're doing so well, and you'll only get better at it in time. With me in your pocket, figuratively and literally, there's no way you can lose. I mean, you can still lose your FOD2 matches, but still. I have a lot of functionality you haven't even tapped yet, you know. If you want me to, I can get your leverage to negotiate for more from your sponsor. Leverage as in, blackmail? You'd be surprised how many embarrassing details are perfectly public if you know how to search for them. What do you say? I forgot I made my... my nemesis is Skywalker 69. I forgot I made them Anakin. Or tried to, anyways. Iris, no federal crimes. I'm running in hot water just for using your pirate app service. No blackmail. Iris, things are already a little sketchy. Let's not add blackmail to my rap sheet, okay? Is it really blackmail if it's just incriminating information dug out of deep web sources and used as a looming threat? You literally just defined the word blackmail. Yes, she did. Iris, we're gonna get into some illegal shit with her. Good point. I guess I'm new at this, what with being freshly activated only yesterday. Maybe it'd help me align my morality subroutines if I knew why you want me to give up this advantage. We don't need it, we can rely on our own skills. It's a lot of dangerous and malicious effort to go to, and for what? A marginal increase in our funding? No, we don't need it. If we're going to achieve this dream of FOD2 triumph, it has to be due to our own skills and not due to social engineering. We need to win legitimately. So it's a matter of proving yourself against a challenge. I see. So while crime would make the task easier, it would also skew your data, ruining the results. I see. I just feel like she would say data instead of data. That's my own thing, though. I will say data instead, however. Okay, I think I understand. It's important to follow the rules to ensure a clean outcome. Thank you for explaining it to me. Now you should freshen up. Team practice starts soon. And you still need to catch the subway over to Good Clean Fun. Onward, Mix Manager. Agent of Mischief. Onward, Mix Agent of Mischief. At least that's over with. All I need to do now is go down to the arcade and kick some virtual ass. I know I can do that at least. No more wrangling strong personalities. No more settling conflicts. I don't know why I said boundaries. No more settling conflicts. Just doing what I was born to do. Play games. Right? Right. Except, well... matchmaking is taking forever. It has literally been 2 minutes, Zapper. Yeah, I know, forever. How are we supposed to get practice matches in if the servers can't find anybody at our skill level? It's gotta be your ELO dragging us down or something. Or yours dragging us up. High-ranked pros aren't always playing this early in the day, you know. Having only a single FOD2 machine in the entire arcade, plus a slow day for online matchmaking means practice is moving at a snail's pace. On the plus side, while Dom and Zap are busy getting the rounds in, I'm free to wander around and chat with people. Probably for the best. I haven't spent much time getting to know them yet. I should take advantage of this quiet moment. I don't know if I can visit everyone before it's my turn at bat, but I can squeeze some socializing in. Whom do I want to chat with? Let's start with Rhapsody first. I find Rhapsody in the far back in the pizzeria. They're fiddling with their phone. I wander my way back to where they're sitting, and upon arrival, I notice a whole mess of papers and drawings strewn across the table surface. You're trying to solve a murder mystery or put together the pieces of conspiracy theory? Rhapsody smiles wildly and looks up at me. All I'm missing is the red yarn tying everything together. Exactly, so which is it? Neither. Look for yourself. What do you see? I do as they say, and I actually take a look at the papers, but it's mostly illegible. Rhapsody could be a doctor with that writing, or a child doctor. Dookie Howser. Well, if your handwriting were better. Hey now, not fair. Okay, so my chicken scratch isn't the most legible, but surely you can see beyond that. I once again peer and see beyond the words. It's lists, complete lists of matchups, counters, a tier list, and a whole slew of details included about them. I already know a fair amount of this just from playing, but there are matchups and combo moves and Rhapsody's notes that I haven't really thought about. You are extremely detail-oriented. Thanks for noticing. Now why don't you stop hovering over me like a creep and join me? I acquiesce and slide into the seat across from Rhapsody, and even before I have a chance to prod them further with questions, they begin answering them. I'm just trying to put down everything I know about FOD2 on paper, into something cohesive so I can share it with everyone. We're a team now, a legit one. Everyone will need to be on their best game. Always. Everyone needs to know the why of every action we perform. Cause and effect. It's important. We can only learn so much by playing the game, but studying how the game works, exploiting the moveset, seeing which combos overpower others. Rhapsody looks up at me and smiles gently.
That's what I'm talking about.
If we are doing this, we're doing it right. Right? I'm touched. This is no small amount of work to put all of this out there and on paper. I know not everyone's on board with heavy study, particularly Zapper, but if we're going to make an effort, I agree. Let's make a serious effort. Any amount of new information will help us improve. Agreed. And I know you've got your hands full as manager, so it's the least I could do to help. Rhapsody pauses, elbows resting on the table, and places their head upon their intertwined fingers. They gaze directly into my eyes, and I can sense the fire in them. I want to win this. So do I. No, I don't think you understand. I really, really want to win this. So do I. Really, really. Rhapsody chuckles softly.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I guess we're one and the same. And we best win, or there would be two of us crying. Not too long ago, Rhapsody didn't even want to play, and now they're dying to win, making flashcards, getting really serious about the whole thing. What changed, honestly? Rhapsody inhales a sharp breath, shocked by the question, but soon relaxes into themselves, seeming to know exactly what I'm referring to. I've never tasted victory, but I've watched plenty of my friends suckle from that teat. What's the phrase? Always the bridesmaid. Ha. Rhapsody considers how to phrase things before speaking. I've always had a talent for puzzle solving. There's a certain excitement, a feeling you can't quite put into words, in working through a puzzle. Isn't there? Your brain sees all the different pathways, the options before you, and then weighs them all out separately. If there's more than one way for success, one has to determine which way is the best. That's not even including outside factors. And when you solve that puzzle, it's like a reward just for yourself. You don't share that triumph with others, it's between you and the puzzle. It's the same in competitive I almost said competitive dating. In competitive games, they're just bigger and more intricate puzzles to solve. What would competitive dating be? A bachelor? Pleased with the explanation, they smile at me. So it's no one's surprise when I fell head over heels with the competitive games. From Smash Bros. to FOD, I fled them all. With each new game, I learned it in its entirety. The combos, the perfect executions, the matchups. Otherwise, how else would I be able to solve the puzzle? I even shared with others those details, showed them how to defeat anyone and win. I taught them everything I knew. They climbed and won, took home championship titles. They succeed. And as for me, that was one puzzle you couldn't solve. Rhapsody nods solemnly. So I gave up. Why even try if you're just going to fail? It's not worth it, is it? How could I know so much about a game and not ever succeed?
It was my fault.
Those thoughts consumed me and I found it affected me. So I focused on teaching others instead. I could find at least a small amount of happiness in their victories. I was safer that way. Rhapsody takes a long, reflective pause. You know, looking back at it all, I do find pleasure through others' successes. I'm glad to be that person people turn to for guidance. But there's still a part of me that can't let go of that desire. Oh jeez, look at me. I've gone off monologuing for way too long. Agent of Mischief, don't hesitate to interrupt me. All of Rhapsody's saying, I think I understand. If we win, you'll have completed the puzzle. I can emphasize with Rhapsody's feelings of wanting to succeed on something that stopped them in the past. Accomplishment is important, and to win means you've succeeded in your goals. You'll have solved the unsolvable. And now, you want to try again? Exactly. And now you know why Mischief Makers must win. Now's my time to finally succeed. I'm hoping we can win. Especially with all your help, Rhapsody. You're a valuable part of this team. Rhapsody smiles warmly at me.
Loving that passion.
I'd be lying if I didn't say that you've been a major player in this drive to win again. Rhapsody bites her lower lip shyly and looks away, slightly embarrassed. And the mood changes dramatically as Rhapsody's attention shifts from me to the mess before them. They've been scooping up all their strewn about papers and stuffing them into their pockets. Oh dang, I still have to type up all these notes for everyone. No one here has read my handwriting either. Teacher's gotta write up the syllabus, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll be back in time for my matches. There's an internet cafe around the corner and this'll take me no time. And in a rush, Rhapsody slides from the booth and I watch them wave to Ben and Matt as they leave the pizzeria. Rhapsody left in such a hurry, I hope that everything with him is okay. Maybe they're just excited about the chance to really win this time. Regardless, I should see what everyone else is up to. Domino and Zapper are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? We'll go visit Jinx and Grace. They're doing laundry, I guess. With good, clean fun being a trifecta of greasy food, clean clothes, and hot arcade action, it's not too surprising to see my arcade friends washing underwear and stuff. Grace is chatting away with Jinx while folding mostly black clothing from the dryer. Jinx, for her part, occasionally glances at her phone while talking. How many socks have you lost to the sock goblins today? A few? But sock goblins aren't real. Then maybe it's Grace. Unlikely. Besides, Grace is helping me get my clothes sorted out. It'd be counterproductive. She does your laundry?
Bad idea.
Can't exactly carry a giant basket of clothes with these arms. Used to use a wagon, tug it along on wheels, but it's less tiring to get some help with stuff like this, and Grace volunteered. Yes, we have an understanding. An understanding, you say?
Well...
Not as ominous as it sounds. Seriously. I live in the building 3 floors up. Grace has keys to the elevator in the apartment so she can take breaks during the day. Breaks? But Grace doesn't work.
Of course.
Right. It's so hard to do code tweaks to my game without a PC handy, so I borrowed Jinx's computer. Plus, I like to take naps, and honestly, her bathroom is nicer than Ben and Matt's. Huh. That's an impressive amount of trust. Yes, it is. Anyway, the thing is, we're kinda... Something grabs Jinx's attention, her eyes flicking down to her phone while Grace continues folding black t-shirts. Grace, that car you were talking about, the Asimov? EES? Jinx turns her phone around to show the news headline. Self-driving car kills driver in accident. Alarmed, Grace nearly drops the shirt she was folding.
Oh no.
Says here it was swerving to avoid someone who screwed up and drifted out of their lane. Someone would have died either way. Still, not great for Asimov.
Oh.
That's really disappointing. Even beyond my condolences for that poor man behind the wheel. A lot of us in the AI development community were really pulling for the Asimov. It could have solved a lot of our infrastructure and transportation problems. Maybe they fix the bug and the negative PR won't squish the project entirely?
I'm not sure about that.
Doubtful. Problem is people. Any crappy human drivers on the road introduce X factors that an Asimov can't always solve for.
Ugh.
Sometimes I think people can't be trusted with cars. We're too reckless and too inattentive for those high-speed metal bricks. Yeah, that's why I don't own a car. I'd be unsafe at any speed. I'm totally okay with the bus driver or subway operator doing their job so I don't have to haul my own butt around town. Probably safer for all involved. I mean, you're talking to the person who plays FOD2 on a keyboard. I already make questionable decisions. Good. Glad to see someone else willing to accept personal responsibility and step aside when they know it's right to step aside. Human drivers, even skilled drivers, can still make errors. Dangerous errors. In a game, it's fine. In real life, well... Sometimes I think if every car was run by code, it'd all run smoothly, optimally, safely. Even if America will never give up driving. Yeah, that's unlikely. Even aside from one's independent spirit and freedom of movement, people don't trust AI yet.
That's unfortunate.
And sadly, this incident won't help Asimov's chances of acceptance in the mainstream. There's no reason. Hey, don't let this get you down. Every technology faces setbacks. If they keep pushing forward, they'll get there one day. The public is still thinking killer robots from the future, but that'll pass, especially if we don't give up. Exactly. We need to keep moving forward. Learn from our mistakes and move ahead. I just hope this doesn't result in defunding the Asimov project. The intersection of progress and capitalism can be weird. I love science. I mean, I love science. Not in that goofy OMG science rules way you see on Facewall or Twitter. I'm a firm believer in both the human spirit and the ability to improve upon the human condition through science.
That's wonderful.
Robotics, biohacking, space exploration, everything. There's a bright future ahead of us if we're willing to put old attitudes aside and reach for it. With the last of the laundry folded, Grace packs the clothes up in a plastic laundry basket. I'm feeling better now, and I'm sure Asimov will bounce back from this. That's my girl. Always nice to see you smile.
See you later.
Excuse us, Agent of Mischief. Grace and I gotta drag the stuff back to my place. Okay, see you around. Domino and Zapper are still playing, so it's off to see someone else. Who's next? Yeah, let's head to Loxley. Loxley's in his usual spot, practicing catching plush toys with a dodgy crane apparatus, but he's lackluster in his approach with little flair. Maybe he's smiling, but compared to how he played yesterday, he's just a shell of his swashbuckling self, going through the motions. Hey, how's it hanging and catching? Oh, Agent of Mischief, 'tis but you. Pardon my sharp reaction.
An unpleasant business, this.
It's been a rather unpleasant morning for me. I fear I am not at 100 today. It's cool, what's on your mind? Crime. Specifically, the nature and definition of crime. Pretty sure it's stuff that breaks the laws? Yes, and who creates those laws? Who has the power and how is it given to them? Who gives it to them and why? Last night, a massive archive of abandonware was taken down by DMCA strikes. That's a thick load of geek speak for old software nobody is supporting anymore, removed by threat of legal action for copyright violation. That shit blows. If they're not using it anymore, just leave it up. There is no reason. Crap. Which one? The Understore. Damn. Still a few old MS-DOS games I'd wanted to download from the Understore. Did anyone mirror the files?
Most unfortunate.
Aye, but those archives are private now for fear of further retaliation. These games were part of our shared cultural history, Agent of Mischief, were pulled from storefronts to do other legal nonsense. Literally, the only way to play them was via an illegal archive. Without that, they'd be lost to the winds of history. Copyright in its current form only exists because a certain mouse whose name dare not be invoked pushed harder for legal changes to ensure infinite dominion over the valuable rodent.
Unacceptable!
And the DMCA, crafted by ill-advised fools in 1990, bleep, gives those corporations the power of private police actions to do with as they please. You feel my concern as well, yes? Shame we're losing so many games because companies won't make them legally available. It's a bummer. You know those comic book fighting games they made a few years ago? They were gone from old digital storefronts a few years after release due to licensing issues. I'd be perfectly willing to fork over $20 for it if they'd let me. The only way to play it now is illegally on an emulator. Indeed, you see the crux of the issue.
I admit the disappointment.
And thus, to be a game historian is to be a criminal. There is no other way, and that is a shame. He sighs, leaning against the crane game heavily. Sometimes I wonder if I've involved myself far too deeply in matters such as these. I have a number of, let's just say, activities I take part in for my activism. All while trying to support mischief makers. Support all my friends. It wears a man thin in time. This life, this modern society we live in, has become rather overcomplicated, has it not? So many noble causes, so many difficult boundaries to mind, some to be watchful of, others to cross boldly. I know I'm but one man. I don't ascribe to the great man theory of history. It takes a movement, not a man, to effect change. But I want to do my part. Use the privilege I was born with for societal betterment. Step right over lines others might not be able to risk crossing. Even if that can be rather draining at times. I'm guessing you mean more than just sitting around pondering sociological theory when you say it's draining. Oh, absolutely. I'm not the sort to sit back and like a Facebook post and feel like I've done something of grand importance. You know I challenge the established arcade elite by exposing and exploiting predatory games of chance, which involves some sketchy, dangerous work. Alongside other activities, regarding which it'd be best if you remained in the dark. But as noted, it's tiring, giving so much of myself, even if I feel I must, even if it wears down my mental health in the process. You always rob from the rich and give to the poor. It's simple enough. I don't know. I think I think that the whole Robin Hood motif makes things pretty simple. Spend a few hours robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, go home for a good night's sleep. Drinking and carousing is sure what, having a grand old time. Why overcomplicate things? To be honest, I see myself as more than a photocopy of Errol Flynn. The trickster is a cultural icon across many peoples. It's present in Wuxia, stories of Coyote, the fair folk, even punk rockers.
Ah, a fine adventure.
The spirit of rebellion has a long and complicated history, and I embrace every aspect of it, even if I enjoy the vocal flair of Sir Robin. But life is rarely as simple as a swashbuckling Hollywood adventure film, and that's the rub. Still, I appreciate your efforts to spread good cheer. Freshly invigorated, Loxley stretches out his arms, unkinking muscles and rolling his neck a bit. I think I'll resume my practice until it's my turn on FOD2. Let me know when the game's free, yes? You got it. Pity we don't have more than one machine. We could have another, if we were willing to cross a few boundaries. But this domain belongs to Lord Ben and Lord Matt, and I'll not go against their wishes. We'll simply have to find alternatives. I never know what'll turn up. We'll see. Okay, seriously, what's taking so long? Domino and Zapper should have completed a few matches by now. Curious, I decided to go check in on them. On arriving to the center of the arcade, I see them in the middle of a pretty intense match, with everyone else just sort of watching from the sidelines. Curious, I join the fringes of the group to see what's going on.
Oh, for sake. That's the third time I've been ganked. Domino, get your skinny ass up here and defend me.
Can't talk, swarmed by ninja. Or ninjas? Do you pluralize ninja, or is ninja already plural?
Shut the up and help me. We're gonna lose this match if you don't get your act together.
I didn't exactly see you diving into my lane to save my bacon when they roasted me in round 1, Zapper-chan.
I'll bail you out when you learn the difference between your joystick and your...
Oh, damn. Oh, good. They're fighting. Just what I was hoping for. Some interpersonal drama to sort out.
Finally, you decide to stop twiddling your thumbs and dive my lane. Honestly, Domino, you've got the speed and grace of a garbage truck.
Are we trash talking then? Is that what's expected of me? Okay, I can trash talk. Because you've built your life entirely around this game while pushing your friends away, you're probably going to die alone and unloved.
Jesus! Their smack talk is
In
intense.
a decade or so, your reflexes will be too shot to do the one thing you were any good at. You'll be like a high school quarterback with nothing at the end of the road but alcoholism and loneliness. Also, you smell like poop. Well, did I talk trash of sufficient quality to earn your admiration, Zapper?
Bruh. Exactly 3 seconds of absolutely horrified silence follow as Zapper's expression slides perfectly from terror to rage. And then she makes that rage known, rather directly. With instinctive anger, she uses both hands to give Zapper a hard to give Domino a hard shove away from her, which causes him to stumble, trip over his ratty old backpack he'd left on the floor, and fall on his rear. Everyone in Mischief Maker stands speechless as Domino sits on the floor with Zapper looming over him. On realizing everyone's staring, Zapper stammers, lips moving silently, before she finally blurts out a retort.
I quit. Screw this. Screw you all. I'm going home.
With determination, she shoves past the rest of the group on her way out the door to leave good, clean fun, presumably forever. Oh, really?
Oh no.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Grace, it's okay. Deep breaths.
This can't be happening.
It's happening again, isn't it? It's all coming apart. I should have stepped in. I knew this would happen. No, the one who should have stepped in quicker was me. You know what Domino is capable of. What Zapper's capable of. Come on, let's go somewhere quiet while they take care of this, okay? It's gonna be fine. I'm here for you. Right. It'll be fine. I trust you. Right. Rock, paper, scissors, then. 1, 3. 1. What? I'm sad to say this isn't the first time those two have had a bit of an altercation. Or the first time Zapper's quit the team. First time she's ever shoved someone, mind you. That's a bit of an escalation. So we're trying to figure out which one of us is going to chase down Zapper and who's going to tend to Domino. It's only at that moment that I notice Domino has indeed slinked off somewhere, silently leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe I should be doing this. I'm the manager, right? I need to manage my team. HR duties aside, it might help to hear it from us. We've known both of them for a little bit longer. Agreed. 'Tis an admirable suggestion, but 'twould have been best if we handled this. We've done it before and have no qualms doing it again. And again, looping in stagnation. That's why I'm here, right? Iris said they needed me. Even Zapper agreed the team desperately needed fresh blood. I'm not willing to step in, this sort of thing is just going to happen again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for weeks, but at the very least I can overrule their rock, paper, scissors and take on one of these two myself. Thanks for wanting to take care of this, but I'm going to help too. I'm not only their manager, but I'm their friend too. So I'm in. With Rhapsody and Loxley giving me a solemn nod, but now I need to decide who I want to go after. I probably should talk to Domino to tell him, to cool it. With, devastating insults. Zapper is a bit volatile and you know her better than I do. Can you talk to her for me? I'll deal with Domino. Absolutely. Rhapsody and I are close to her. We can talk her down from this impulsive decision. We'll be back as soon as we can. Be gentle with Domino. He has some social boundary issues. Where does Domino go when he's feeling awful? Knowing him, the alley next to Good Clean Fun. You won't have to go far. Best of luck, friend. As Loxley and the Rhapsody depart, making for the subway, I head outside and around the building. To the alley next to Good Clean Fun, where I find Domino squatting down next to a city dumpster, drawing circles on the cement beneath his fingertips. The afternoon sun peeking through the tall building feels warm on my skin, a blessing of confidence to this particularly difficult conversation I'm about to have. He's hunched down, making himself as tiny as possible. I approach quietly, not trying to sneak up on him, just not really wanting to barge in, somewhere in the middle of those two things. His face becomes a mask of cheer on noticing my arrival, but it's obviously a false front. I mean, I think it is.
Hey.
Oh, hey, welcome to the garbage zone, where garbage people belong. I pondered actually climbing into the dumpster, but who knows how many diseases and or used needles I'd subject myself to if I tried that. Still, good place to be trash, yes? Domino, Zapper had no right to push you like that. Nah, I'm thinking she did. I pushed her buttons rather intentionally, so I'd say I had it coming. Stands to reason, right? Talk, bleep, get hit. Cause and effect. No, I can't let Domino absorb all the blame here. He's usually cheerful for someone who calls themselves a garbage person, and that's a worrying combination. Okay, I'm willing to let you both shoulder some blame for that situation. Everything spiraled out of control pretty quickly. Doesn't make what she did to you right, or vice versa. So no, I don't think you're a garbage person, nor a Zapper. You both made mistakes.
That's curious.
Good people on both sides, eh? How very centrist of you. Ew, no thank you. Not that I disagree. That was 9 kinds of messed up. But it still means 4.5 kinds of messed up are my fault. Me and my screwed up self. With a ragged sigh, he pulls himself up from sitting next to the dumpster and straightens out his coat.
My problem is, how do I put it? Emotional illiteracy, I suppose. I can't read the room. I say the wrong thing at the wrong time, always. Thing is, I see what people don't want to. Part of me wants them to see it too, so I'm not alone. Alone in seeing how sick and twisted things really are.
Welcome to my dark, twisted mind.
Don't get me wrong, I want to be hopeful. I want to be able to smile without it being a lie. But instead, I smile because I can see the real punchline of the joke. And you just gotta laugh because the alternative is to start crying and never stop. Zapper annoyed me. All those cheap little insults trying to get under my skin. I wanted to fight back. So, I got under her skin. I don't think she likes what I found there any more than I do.
He pauses, trying to collect himself before he says something he'll regret. Again.
I think Zapper's right. Quitting the team is right. You know she only quit because she was horrified at what she did today, right? I can read her like a book. She's punishing herself. And maybe she's got the right idea. Maybe we should both leave. We're broken and strange and dangerous. And you don't deserve to be exposed to that.
It means opening myself up to someone who self-admittedly likes to push people's buttons, but it's still the right thing to do. Oh no, my childlike innocence has been besmirched by your wickedness. I am but a wilting flower, ruined. Yeah, no sorry, my dude, but that's totally wrong. Deep down inside, I'm an imposter, a failure. I use the rush of victory to justify my own existence. I'm addicted to success. So if you think you're broken, trust me, I'm pretty damn broken too. I'm willing to bet we're all broken.
Yeah.
We probably are, aren't we? Once you've realized we're all in the same leaky boat, it's a little less depressing, isn't it? You're not a freak when you're among freaks. You can't drive us away by being weird since we're already in Weirdsville. So no more talking of quitting, just to preserve our normality, okay? Let abnormality reign. It already was anyway. Instead, let's focus on getting through the mess together. An interesting perspective. Okay.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
I'm willing to give this madness a try if you are, on one condition. I need to know there's a friend here who can help me whenever I edge closer to the abyss. Someone who cares enough to put a hand on my shoulder and pull me back. I know it's not your job to watchdog my defective brain. I know I'm not imposing a demand on you. I just want to know someone will be there if I need help. I'm your friend, Domino. I'll be here for you. Okay. Maybe it'll work out. I should have my doubts, but you've got a weird aura about you, you know? Like you could really make this happen. So I'll choose hope, and hope it pays off. With a sigh, he releases the coiled up tension he was holding inside, and opens his eyes again, ready to face what comes next. They'll be back, dragging Zapper along with them soon enough. Shall we go inside and face the music? Together, we head back inside, leaving the dumpsters far behind. I didn't realize he just has a big scarf. I thought that was part of the jacket. I like his big scarf. So, despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their own, in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're in their own isolated world at the moment. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference. How you want to do this? Do I apologize and then you apologize, or you apologize, then I apologize? Or do we just apologize at the same time? That. Let's do that. Okay. I shouldn't have trash-talked you. I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable. I knew it would hurt you to say that, and I have no excuse. I don't actually want to quit the team if you'd allow me to come back. I don't want you to quit the team. I forgive you if you forgive me. From now on, I'll try harder to keep my aggression and apathy in check. I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far. So friends, I know I'm a mess, but we're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo. Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. I get that you're working through stuff. You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly. From now on, I'll reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies, and I'll save my pithy commentary for people who disrespect you. And, I think I better stop there before this gets any more touchy-feely. I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We got it all out. All good now? We good. Their word soup spilled all over the floor. They seemed satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow about half of that. The relief spreads to the rest of the team soon after.
That sounds great.
Thank goodness. Maybe things can go back to normal now. Better than normal, I'd say. Didn't even have to force the apology out of Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we all just got extra sticky. I'm happy we were able to resolve it all.
Marvelous.
Indeed, together we are an unstoppable force. We must endeavor not to allow strife to pull us apart again. A very upbeat note to end on, even if team dysfunction led us to need an upbeat note in the first place. It's probably naive of me to hope that I could just join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean. They take work. Still, I've clearly brought Domino a bit further back than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they were stuck in. Now to refocus the team. Okay. Practice time. Mischief makers. Oh, I said that with weirdly. Okay. Practice time, mischief makers. Great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today. We've only got one FOD2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see, who's going next?
Hello.
Pardon the interruption. May we barge in unceremoniously? You want to play FOD2 next? What? No, we come bearing gifts. Unimaginable treasure in ineffable form. Matt presses a sealed document into my hands, printed on the sort of paper you normally reserve for grand historical declarations. It even has an official-looking seal with the fancy letter H embossed in the wax. Are we being summoned to a tribunal of some sort? Do I need a lawyer in a powdered wig or a designated second for trial by combat? Even better, you're being invited to a local game tournament, a very exclusive one, being hosted by an old friend of ours. It seems your triumph over Team Play to Win is really opening doors. He doesn't open those doors to just anyone, you see. A legendary figure in arcade culture, lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for impromptu and spectacular galas of gaming delight. And you're invited to his latest affair. Isn't that nice?
Well, look at you.
Color us impressed at your ability to make an impression. I'm colored. I'm impressed. Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. Oh shit, is it Hamza? Greetings, mischief makers. You are summoned forth this evening to do battle against other mighty warriors and claim riches untold. To participate in this exclusive tournament, come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse on 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be admitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of this furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. This invitation allows Agent of Mischief and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There should be plenty of social amusements and hot competition for everyone. May the odds be ever in your favor. Signed, your benevolent benefactor, Hamza. Huh? What's a Hamza? Is it a new kind of pizza? Oh, I probably said it like Hamza. Or, I was supposed to have said it like Hamza. No, Hamza. The second H is implied, different twist on the syllable. Hamza is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. Normally he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he set up a tournament to let players win games. Whoa, okay, this could be big for us. For my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, hey Iris, search the web for how to launch an esports team. You got it, Agent of Mischief. Now, searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in a local tournament is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. And having a second FOD2 machine would solve a lot of problems, now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay, we accept the invitation. Let's do this. Splendid. Wonderful. I see our work here is done. Away we go. Listen up, team. If you want to network with local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come. I believe I'll bow out of this one.
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to on this fine eve, but I shall wish you the best on your path to glory. Oh, okay, sure thing. Odd that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context. I have no idea what he does in his actual free time. Not sure I'm up for playing in a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to... What did the invite say? A warehouse? Dodgy. It's okay, Jinx. You can just hang out a bit. Head home whenever you want. I'm not sure this is my scene either, honestly.
Let's do this.
But we'll both still come with you, Agent of Mischief. Fly the team colors. Shake the pom-poms. Whatevs. Absolutely. For Mischief Makers. Okay, so that means I'll be teaming with... I could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper and Domino, leaving them to their own devices might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament with? I wanted to bring Rhapsody. Let's bring Domino. Domino, you're with me. We'll beat them all and make them question their life choices. Domino, I want you in my corner when we make everyone question the life decisions that brought them face to face with us. Sound good?
This can't possibly end badly.
You and me against a bunch of tough bastards from the local scene in a creepy abandoned warehouse deathmatch. Sure. This sounds like a great idea. I wanted to be the one to smash faces and take trophies. You know I'm way more competitive than Domino. Or it might just be nice to relax after an emotionally taxing day. I don't want you getting burned out, Zapper. We're going to need you. Yeah, okay, I can follow the logic on that one. Having a chill evening at home sounds good too. But y'all better kick twice as much butts to make up for a lack of Zapper, okay? Okay. Sounds like we've got a plan. Now let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop a train to this event. Burn them so hard the building becomes a massive fire hazard. Let's go burn the house down, metaphorically and possibly literally, depending on how much exposed and unsafe electrical outlets we find. Their team spirit restored from this morning's incident, Mischief Makers gets to work preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. First, I wonder if we have the wrong address. This is a largely empty industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and artifacts of last decade's recession. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There's light and noise and talking coming from inside. So either we stumbled across a rave, or we're right where we need to be. Nope. Still looks creepy and disturbing from the inside. It's a dumping ground for old arcade games, someone's long-forgotten treasure trove, now being used as an underground fight club. I hate to think what sort of eight-legged monstrosities lurk in every darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul. Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed and split off into their own small groups. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check in on some casting friends, leaving me and Domino alone. I turned to my teammate, not sure exactly what to make of this place. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in RL competitions mostly consists of watching EVO from the comfort of my bedroom, but this seems messy. And possibly massively haunted. Search me, I've never gone to a tournament before. Till you came along, we were perfectly happy hiding away in our little arcade all day. So, we're both out of our comfort zones then. Hey, sometimes you need to be dragged kicking, screaming out of your comfort zone. It's healthy. Jumping into the scene instead of playing it safe may do us some good, or it could be disastrous. Call it 50-50 odds. That's probably why Jinx came. She doesn't really go anywhere, you know. It's difficult. What with her physical needs? I hope she doesn't feel pressured into this. Nah, you can't really pressure Jinx. She's the one who applies pressure to other people. Trust me on this. Point is, we're all a little outside our comfort zones, even if we're doing so voluntarily and wholeheartedly. I'm currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spoopstober-weenie day yet. In fact, I feel a little bit paralyzed, just loitering by the entrance of the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far into those darkened depths. Fortunately, or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyways, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper. Well, well, well. Look, Chad, we got ourselves some genuine celebrities at this event. Lance and Chad from L7 Gaming. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but they haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then. Aren't you two from the cute little gang that hangs out in the laundromat? Saw you on Fight Shack earlier. Right, the GBC team, or whatever they call themselves. Or something like that. Although I think they call themselves Mischief Makers now. Well, isn't that special? So very, very special. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people. Take my advice, Agent of Mischief. Go home. You don't deserve to be here. Great! Haven't been here 2 minutes and we've somehow already made an enemy. Do I try and smooth this over or just run with it? I recognize you too. You're veterans. Glad to have a chance to face you in a tournament. Veterans like L7 Gaming are here? Good to see. I was worried this may not be a serious competition. I followed your career through the esports scene. It's an honor to face you in this tournament. I'd say we both deserve the shot at glory. Show of good sportsmanship, I extend my hand to shake. Much as I suspected, the two members of L7 Gaming declined to shake my hand. Seriously? I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently diverse collection of gamers from across all walks of life. Like an after-school TV special. I can't even accurately describe you all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. They won't let me. And that's the real reason why you're making media waves. You all make the woke corporate journalists pat themselves on the back for talking you up. All while you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers. Exactly. This community was built for people like us. We're the ones who started it and made it grow. This is our club, not yours. No one wants you here. Exactly, and you think beating play to win makes you big time? A win is a fluke win. We know the real reason anyone gives a bleep about you. Exactly, you don't belong here, so run away, scrubs. Don't embarrass yourselves any more than you already have. Okay, I'm reasonably sure if I punch these bleepers out right here and now, we'd be booed from the tournament. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we were losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. I can practically feel Domino vibrating slightly with a want to unload on these two. I feel a burning need to induce self-loathing in this fine fellow. It could be fun to watch, actually, but is it hypocritical of me to want him to lay into these guys after what happened this morning? Or could this be considered just search for someone who's as repulsive as these two jerkwads? These guys fucking suck. Let him at him. Speak your truth, Domino. Do it. Yay. Time for a history lesson. L7 Gaming used to be respected. They were giants, spoken of alongside wicked prodigies in the unreal. But then something changed, yes? What was the turning point exactly? I can't seem to recall the specifics. Something about... Oh, right. You drove away Queen Bee, didn't you? The only good player your team actually had. Then she joined the Demon, formed the 4 Heavenly Kings, and instantly surpassed you. You were only holding her back in the end. Oops, there goes your win streak. Oops, there goes your popularity. After that, well, how do you get back on top? I know. Become the flag bearers for the woman-hating, nerd-baiting, gatekeeping toxic corners of the internet. That'll keep you in the spotlight. How sad, how unfortunate to play the part of the bastard just to keep yourselves relevant. And by this point, you actually believe it, don't you? You've bought into the whole repulsive mindset, hook, line, and sinker. How backward you look compared to the rest of the scene. How small and petty. I'd laugh if it wasn't so pathetic. Heck, I'll laugh anyway. Few members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with silent rage as Domino laughs in their faces. It's what they fucking deserved. Absolute losers. I'll bleep and kill you, you little. And just when I fear we're going to get Domino knocked out twice in one day, the building swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
Hamza demands your attention.
Yes, sir. Ooh, his eye makeup is so good.
This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoints clear. Hamza will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
But they said...
Silence, whelp. Hamza
Silence,
cares not
whelp.
who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of Hamza.
Hell yeah, thank you, Hamza.
Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason Hamza tolerates your intolerable presence is because, sadly, Hamza owes your manager a favor. But should you make Hamza regret this act of hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does Hamza make himself clear?
But...
Does Hamza make himself clear?
Yes, sir. Wait. Yes. Yes, sir, Mr. Hamza.
Good. Now, be gone.
Silence, whelps. Hamza gestures for them to depart, and the 2 members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with the flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new business. Hamza welcomes his new friends from Good Clean Fun. Welcome, welcome. Any friend of Ben and Matt is a friend of Hamza.
Yeah, hi. On behalf of Pizza Yums, Mischief Makers would like to join your tournament and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do. Hamza seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, Hamza remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of Hamza. To that end, Hamza apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt. Hamza had intended the 4 Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable, and L7 is a poor substitute.
I wish Queen Bee was here. I romanced her the first time I played. She is so fucking cool.
Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on Hamza's spirit, and Hamza shall do all in his power to correct the matter.
That's actually the Queen Bee romance route is what I used to save data for this, even though last time I played I romanced Percy for the channel.
Now,
let us engage in pleasantries. What can Hamza do for you? What desires can Hamza grant for his new friends?
I'm confused beyond the capacity for rational thought. You literally just met us and now we're BFFs or something? Of course. Hamza sees no reason to hold back the generous arms of friendship until such reasons are offered. You are Domino, yes? At last check. Good. Good. Hamza knows little about you, but will amend that as best as he can through extensive social interaction. I'm relieved, or terrified. I'm terror-lived. A Jew, agent of mischief, manager of mischief makers. Hamza knows you well thanks to your 11 different social media feeds. Note to self, seriously stop signing up to different websites. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us goading on L7 like that.
Why? You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed Hamza the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face of the storm.
Yeah, but if you're looking to encourage a friendly, welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Hamza understands your confusion. To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. Hamza has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud. But had you reacted with primitive violent force, then Hamza would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely ineffective. You understand this perspective, yes?
I think so.
Excellent. But please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
So in terms of, desires, at this point all we really need from you is to sign up for your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you consider simply giving us an FOD2 machine.
Ha ha! Ha!
No. Hamza also seeks to measure the fire within worthy individuals. If it is Hamza's prize you seek, you must win it fairly. It was worth a shot. And Hamza just enjoys your display of confidence. So, are we in? With a wink, Hamza brings his hands together in a clap. Certainly, Agent of Mischief and Domino of Mischief Makers are officially entered into my glorious tournament. May you perform honorably for the House of Pizza Yums. Often has Hamza consumed their microwave delicacies when noble labors carry on deep into the night. Seriously? You look more like you'd chow down on lobster thermidor. Such is the mystique of being Hamza. But Hamza puts his pants on one leg at a time like any other individual. And throughout this tournament, Hamza promises to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow at your losses. I glance around at the ruined or abandoned arcade this glorious tournaments take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and Hamza's posh clothing. A fact not lost on him as he nods in apology. The rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, Hamza will admit, but Hamza assures you there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows. Only hot arcade action awaits you. This old warehouse belongs to an old foe, Deco's Palace. They simply call themselves the Palace now in an effort to save face, but Hamza knows the enemy no matter what face they wear. Hamza purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown in a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures, saved from the clutches of death. But Hamza cannot simply give these games away, no. On this night they must be earned through righteous combat. I see. So it's not just an FOD2 machine being competed for. All manner of games are up for grabs, should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend? True enough, I can spot side tournaments with Hamza's assistants taking down names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just an FOD2 if the others from Mischief Makers join in. Let this crucible test your strength, Agent of Mischief. The strength of you and your friendships.
Please, excuse Hamza.
Now if you will excuse Hamza, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor. Hamza's so fucking cool. And with the whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only the scent of bergamot and pine.
What?
Wow. Okay. This is weird, but I can roll deep with weirdness, and creepy never bothered me much. I think I'll go watch some of the side tournaments. I have a powerful need to ponder. Catch up with you during the first round? Sure, have fun, Domino. I'll try. I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments. I'd rather just stick with FOD2 for now. Still, I can wander around the decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first? Okay, we have 3 time slots. Rhapsody, Hamza. Oh, rival. Ooh, let's talk to the rival first. We have 3 slots. We can talk to Jinx, our rival, and Rhapsody with Hamza. Let's talk with my rival first. I could have sworn I saw Skywalker 69's face in the crowd over there when the side tournaments are. I should investigate this for science. I swim awkwardly through the waves of people at the side tournaments. There are all kinds of different setups, from the warehouse to stock arcade cabinets to old CRT TVs with consoles. I eventually find Skywalker 69 participating in a Power Stone tournament, and they're currently in this hot seat. I'm not going to lose to you. That's what you said last time, too. Skywalker 69's smirk widens as they flick their wrists and input a combo that utterly destroys their opponent. Listen, maybe if you train harder, you'll best me next time. But I highly doubt it. The defeated actually doesn't look too upset that they were completely decimated. Instead, they're laughing and smiling like they just won the lottery. Skywalker 69 extends a hand for a handshake and then sweeps them into a giant hug? I can't say I'd be content with a loss like that. They have a quick exchange of words before more people joyously surround Skywalker 69. Now, the whole lot of Power Stone players are actively ignoring their buttons and screens, entirely focused on Skywalker 69. Pleasantries and hugs all around. Really now? Them? Skywalker 69 has the ability to make friends outside of their team? Wild. So wild, my eyes are locked onto them, my mouth's hanging agape. And that's when Skywalker 69 notices me watching them, blinking, their brows furrow, and they approach me. What exactly are you doing here, Agent of Mischief? I think a new coat of paint is in order and probably some art on the walls, but after that it'll make a decent team house. What do you think? I think that's an awful idea. It's unlivable. Relax, I can't afford any of that. I'm here for the FOD2 tournament. Although getting a team house would be pretty awesome. And then it hits me, it's just Skywalker 69. I don't see any of their teammates skulking around, mocking people and ruining things like they did not so long ago at Good Clean Fun. Interesting that the best team in the league isn't here right now. Did you not get the invitation? Skywalker 69 twitches annoyedly the more I prod them. We, as in P2W, did not. Not that it matters. P2W doesn't have time to go to every local tournament. We have much bigger fish to fry. Besides, the prize is just an arcade cabinet. We already have 2 in our penthouse. Why would we need another? And yet here you are, not with your team. I'm not married to them, Agent of Mischief. I do get free time, you know. And where I go and what I do in my free time is my business, not theirs and not yours. Fair enough. Seeing how it's a bit of a touchy subject for them and we aren't at each other's throats for once, I keep it civil and move along the conversation. So, Power Stone. Skywalker 69 cocks an eyebrow suspiciously. You seem good at it. Haha. Is that your idea of challenging me to a money match? I accept. Skywalker 69 pulls out a $100 bill from the pocket and raises it above their head. Can you even afford to money match me? I'm not challenging you for money, Skywalker 69. I haven't even played this game. Why would I put down a hundo when I know I'm going to lose? It's for the thrill, Agent of Mischief. The excitement to play alongside me. With their hand up to their face, eyes flitting between me and examining their fingernails. The enjoyment of having me dominate you. I roll my eyes and a scoff escapes my breath. Skywalker 69 merely laughs and responds. Fine, it seems we'll have to save the money match for another day. Skywalker 69 takes the $100 bill and places it back in their pocket. I've avoided a humiliating loss from my rival this time around. That still doesn't stop my curiosity about this whole ordeal. How long have you been playing? Do you know all these people? What exactly is a Stone of Power, and how do I wield it? So very inquisitive, Agent of Mischief. Normally divulging this type of information would go against my better judgment, but because I'm in such high spirits, I'll indulge you. I've been playing it since I was but a child. Skywalker 69 takes some moments pause reflecting on their memories. It was my first arcade title, nevertheless. This is what drew me into the world of arcade competition. I feel slightly ashamed being an adult and never having seriously gone into an arcade until good, clean fun. I would spend the entirety of my allowance in arcades. I even stole money from the swear jar so I could play longer. I started out by playing my favorite characters, desperately memorizing their moveset. Sorry, I need to yawn. And eventually, I beat the game. But was that enough? Skywalker 69 holds their forehead in their hand. No, I craved more. Even one so young as myself knew from that moment that this was my new life. This was the life I chose. As opposed to what? One where you don't go around annoying people? Brief look of genuine shock covers their face, but quickly molds into anger. As opposed to an empty life full of people who take advantage of you. Skywalker 69 pauses abruptly as a wave of nervousness crosses their brows, just as suddenly as they snap back to their normal haughty attitude. Regardless, They swing their arm out, gesturing toward the people behind them. This is my family. I've grown up around these people. I've made friends here, friends that will last me a lifetime. The bonds here are stronger than those tied to blood. It's been the one community I come back to time and time again. They've always welcomed me. That is why I'm here. So now you know my business, Agent of Mischief. They chew bitterly on the words. And if you dare utter a single word of what I've told you, as I'm about to respond. Hey Skywalker 69, we're up! Another one of Skywalker 69's friends shows up. If you spent half as much time practicing as you shoot chatting, maybe you'd actually have a chance against me. Skywalker 69 shoots me an unbending look and turns away from me, leaving me in the lurch. Welp, I can't say I expected that response from Skywalker 69, but I'm surprised that they sort of opened up to me. But it doesn't matter. Skywalker 69 is still a grade A jerk. Even though they might have shared something about their past, it changes nothing. They're still heartless, cocky, and arrogant. Am I supposed to feel sorry for them just because they might have had a bad family life? Ha! It's an excuse to treat people like bleep! I'm over it. Very loud cheer from the Power Stone cabinet interrupts my thoughts, and I'm reminded that I should be getting back to my own tournament. I glance back once, watching my rival cheering happily amongst their family, and then I leave. Attention! Attention! Agent of Mischief and Domino the tournament area for your next challenge. This is it, our first round. Fortunately, the matchup is pretty pathetic. A couple local casuals who got in by being friends with Hamza. We trounced them easily. Thankfully, unlike L7, it's all handshakes and smiles after. They were here just for the fun of it, win or lose, got what they wanted. Even if I'm glad I won instead of losing. Anyway, time for a break for the next round. Where to next? Let's go talk with Rhapsody and Hamza. Alright, I needed a water break. I've been talking for like an hour. I never thought an arcade tournament would be this busy, and even though Domino's prepped me for it on the ride over, it's just, there's so much going on all the time. Luckily for me, all announcements and Hamza's speeches are made over a loudspeaker, so it makes it easy to know exactly where and when to report for my next match. I'd be hopelessly lost without it. And as if on cue, I hear the melodious voice of Hamza booming from above. Hello, esteemed guests. Scream! I'm pretty sure the scratching sound and the shrill feedback cry that follows, causing us all to wince in pain, were not according to plan, nor the ominous silence afterward. Well, that can't be good. I scanned over the warehouse, and they stopped when I noticed Hamza and Rhapsody fiddling with the speakers near the main stage. They both look very concerned. Maybe I could help them out, or at least find out what's going on. I wander over to them to investigate.
Hamza cannot entertain his guests if the sound system isn't working. How will we know where to go? How will we stay on track? Above all, how are they to hear the dulcet tones of Hamza's voice? I will not have my guests think Hamza cannot run a simple event without proper sound. My name shall not become besmirched by such technical matters.
That's not a good look.
Please, there's no need to exaggerate, Hamza. Your name won't be besmirched. I've run plenty of tournaments without a loudspeaker. It just requires a bit more work from your tournament organizers is all. Plus, I'm sure we can have this up and running for finals. That's what's important anyway. That is, if you stop looming over me. I lean into the conversation, making myself known. Sounds like you're having problems. Nailed it. Oh, hey, Agent of Mischief. Yeah, nice pun. You probably heard it, but the speakers just went out on the fritz and now they won't turn on. I'd like to get those working again ASAP. Otherwise, we'll have a pretty lackluster finale. Agent of Mischief, you may not be aware of this, but lackluster mustn't ever be a component of Hamza's hashtag aesthetic. That is not the way. I could have easily guessed that. It is imperative that this is put right again. Hamza is known as the fire that always burns in the FOD2 community. Really?
Nah.
Not really. Well, I should be. I possess the keen sense to gaze deep within the FOD2 community and find what devotion lurks within. Hamza yearns to keep it aflame. Clearing their throat, Rhapsody hopes to change the topic at hand. Can I have your eyes on this, Agent of Mischief? You're the resident PC pro. You might have a better idea of what's going on. Rhapsody motions for me to come in close. My heart skips a beat as faint pink tickles my cheeks. I can't pass up a chance to get close to Rhapsody. I squat down next to them. In return, Rhapsody scoots in close to me, touching shoulders. The scent of wildflowers, their scent takes me over, and I have to hold my breath for a second to ground myself. In hushed tones, Rhapsody explains. I actually think I got the speaker issues covered. It's more of the Hamza issue I need help with. I cock an eyebrow in response. Don't get me wrong, Hamza's a wonderful human. Couldn't ask for a better host for a tournament, but he's got the gift of gab, and I really need some time to focus. Do you mind just distracting him for me? I need like 5 minutes and we'll have this back online. It doesn't sound like I have much of a choice. Oh, you do. It's just a matter of how you do it. As I stand up, I decide just how I'm going to bend Hamza's ear. Hamza. Think you can beat me in FOD2? Go ahead and try. I dare ya. An arcade challenge, you say? A challenge of brawn and brain alike? Hamza pauses, bringing his hand to his chin, stroking his beard in contemplation. Or we could forget I ever suggested such a preposterous idea. No, it's a brilliant idea. It is? I mean, of course it is. Hamza swiftly ushers me to the closest free-played cabinet, but it's already in use. 2 teams are in mid-battle. Hamza claps his hands together and the people playing turn around in unison. Hamza pulls a single coin from his pocket and puts it on the arcade cabinet. They immediately get up, offering us their seats. Hamza, seeing the look of confusion on my face, winks. The benefits of being the one running an event, Agent of Mischief. We sit down, I plug in my keyboard, and I start up a match, each playing with an AI teammate. I'm keeping up with Hamza's attacks, and we're pretty evenly matched when Hamza interrupts my concentration. Hamza senses you are here not only to fight, but you desire to talk as well. Hamza gives you most of his attention. We continue exchanging blows, so he uses time to ask away. You hold events like this all the time? As much as Hamza can. It is my passion to bring so many hearts together under one roof at one time, beating for the same reason. Can you not feel the electricity in the air? The hype here is pretty palpable, yes. Does it not taste of victory? Well, I'm certainly hoping it will in the short run. If we can win here, we can certainly make this happen. We can make this happen. We can make this happen. My words falter to find an adequate response, but it reminds me of the stakes at hand. It's a pretty beefy prize, isn't it? Getting a brand new deluxe FOD2 cab is just as wildly as expensive as a cruise.
To answer this question requires me to ask one of you first.
Sure.
Good. Share with Hamza. What will my ambitious new friend do if this tournament becomes the crucible that forges your victory?
I won't lie, it'll feel good to claim a win here. But not only that, the happiness will be shared amongst the team. It's a team win, and their happiness is just as important as my own. With our spirits lifted, it will help inspire us even further. Our bonds will be stronger and solidified. Which is exactly what we need after today's events. Hamza nodded slightly in my response.
Since you have answered from the heart, I shall tell you something from mine. A mere monetary reward for winning is not befitting of the competitive spirit. Hamza's prizes are gifts. Gifts to inspire, to share, to learn from. If one gift can ignite the flame within the heart, if one gift can bring people together, there is no better reward than that. Hamza travels far and wide, all over the world, to find rare and exquisite gifts. It is important to find treasures to share with the esports community. For that is what keeps history and tradition alive. It inspires those within this world of pixels and joysticks to fight for what they cherish. And that inspiration, that is the true reward for Hamza. A reward shared with others. If Hamza can be the spark that lights one's fire, then Hamza will be satisfied.
Hamza's words hit me as hard as his next attack. As I'm about to retaliate, we hear a loud voice overhead. Testing, testing. Oh hey, we're back. Will Hamza and Agent of Mischief please report to the main stage? I repeat, Hamza and Agent of Mischief, come to the main stage. Huzzah! Oh, Agent of Mischief, the tournament is saved. What a glorious day indeed. I'm relieved. What about the rest of our match? We shall continue it another day. Let us leave it up to the fates to decide who wins. Without a care, Hamza stands up from the cab and begins walking back to the main stage, his cape flowing gallantly behind him. Following suit, I jump up and chase Hamza down, minus the cool cape. Rhapsody smiles warmly at our approach. Hail Hamza, whose euphoric voice is only matched by their sheer intelligence. Nonsense.
Thanks.
Anyway, nice work. Rhapsody places a friendly hand on my shoulder. I'm going to prepare for finals. And Agent of Mischief, I better see you up on that stage. Rhapsody sneaks away into the crowd of gamers, leaving me alone with Hamza. Hamza must return to announcing as well, but before we part, let me impart these words of wisdom. Victory will never equate to happiness. Flamboyant whoosh of his colorful cape, he turns from me and waltzes back to the main stage, and I'm left alone. Weird note to end on, but I should get ready for the next match, too. Attention, Agent of Mischief and Domino to the tournament area for your next challenge. Round 2 is a bit harder, an up-and-coming esports team just like us, but it's still a solid victory thanks to Domino's skill. The opposing team was visibly disappointed to lose, and I can sympathize with that. No one likes losing. Break time before round 3. Who to visit next? I find Jinx leaning awkwardly against a fine specimen from the endless sea of wooden crates. It doesn't look comfortable, and neither does she. I can maybe understand that if she was part of some conversation circle, chatting away with the other gamers here, but nope, just by her lonesome. Knowing her, she's got no problems being by her lonesome. Normally, I wouldn't interrupt, but that look of discomfort just isn't sitting right with me. Hey, Yeah. Help you with something, Agent of Mischief? Oh great, I'm making things awkward again. Okay. Hey, how you doing over here? You look a bit lonely is all. Wanna hang out? I could go find Grace if you prefer. Nah, don't mind a little peace and quiet and all this mess. Not the problem at all. Problem is, I can't plant my butt on anything, and that sucks. You need a chair? I can find one for you, if that's it. Nah, I found some, but they won't work. She pauses, leaning heavily against the crate. Her knee brace is creaking a bit as she does. So she reaches down to tighten a loose strap. Gotta be such and such a height, such and such a curvature, armrest too, ideally. Keeps my wrists from getting sore. All I'm finding are those crappy little folding chairs you usually find in the hands of professional wrestlers with head-shaped dents in them. Afraid I'm on my feet for the duration. Be sore as hell, but that's how it's going to be. How about I run back to your place and, I don't know, grab a chair? It's just a 20-minute subway ride.
Bad idea.
And risk you losing your spot in the FOD2 tournament? Nah, you've got business here on behalf of mischief makers. Well, how about you head back then? You're not in the tournament, you're just here to hang out with friends.
I'm not sure about that.
Not sure. Feels like I'm just not being a good teammate if I bail just because of my knees. Should stay and cheer you on. I'm here to support everyone. We're being serious about this Pro Tour thing, and I want to be serious too, despite being the team anchor. As in heavy object weighing everyone down, not as in reliable last man in a tug of war, to be specific. Come on, you know no one sees you that way. Yeah, I know. It's hard not to feel that way some days. She shakes it off to focus on something else, something a little less dreary. There are solutions, of course. Was thinking of getting one of those wearable chairs. Wearable what now? That's a thing? It's a thing. They're these metal struts you wear on a harness around your waist. Pop them, lean back, you're sitting. Done. Problem is, you look weird using one. That's on top of everyone going, wearable chair. That's stupid. Why would anyone want that? Normally don't give a flying bleep what anyone thinks of my disability or how I support it. Do what needs done and done with it. And half the time you see one of those weird infomercial items, it was actually made for the disabled. Too niche of an audience to market to alone. But don't know. Wearable chair legs are a bit over the top even for me. Get funny looks for my leg braces already. Why add more hardware? Already got little kids pointing at me and going, Mommy, look, it's a robot. And yeah, not into that. Don't blame kids. Kids typically don't know any better, but parents don't teach them about disability. That's not my problem. It's theirs. But it sucks. So I don't bother with a wearable chair or lugging around a chair everywhere I go. Just improvise. Simpler. Less weird. Less demanding on everyone. Bleep that. You are a goddess and should demand something and support your every whim. If you want to be carried around on a throne, make it happen. You are the queen of the stick shifts. You are an automotive empress. Jinx snarks back a laugh. It's like a snark or a jerk, only blended seamlessly together.
Nice.
Cute. Not my style. I like to play it smooth and cool, but I gotta admit, your idea has appeal. You offering to haul around at Chase Lounge for me, then? Hell yeah. Maybe take you up on that, then. Not exactly a viable solution, but it did raise her spirit some. Jinx stretches out, clearly aching more and more with each passing moment. You sure it's not letting the team down if I bail? Not in the slightest. Do what's best for you. I can still kick all the butts even with you cheering me on from home. Kay. Thinking I should take you up on that suggestion. Don't think I planned this evening out well. Should have solved the seating situation before hopping a subway to parts unknown. Oh, and let Grace know I headed home, Kay. But that she should stick around if she wants to stick around. Sure thing. She offers me a furtive nod of appreciation and slowly makes her way to the open front doors of the warehouse. Attention, Agent of Mischief and Domino to the tournament area for the semifinals! Our third round is against a pretty famous team, actually. Wicked Prodigies, who were huge during the FOD1 days. It was one intense fight, to be sure. Domino and I barely squeaked out with a win. But a win is a win. That puts us on track to the grand finals. And because the universe has a deep-rooted sense of irony, from the look of the bracket, our opponents will be Chad and Lance from L7 Gaming. Great. Grand finals will be starting in 30 minutes. Steel yourselves for this challenge, competitors. It's going to take Hamza and his crew some time to set up the pomp and spectacle finale. Time to reduce some stress. Actually, hang on. Where did Domino get off to? He was here just a second ago, but I got distracted by the announcement. Dude moves like a cat, I swear. He's part of this team and a friend. I should probably hang out with him for more than, the actual matches. He's honestly felt a bit distant all night, but showing up for each round, kicking some butt and wandering off. Time to wander after him. Takes a moment to track him down because he snuck away from the area of the warehouse demarcated for the tournament up into the catwalks above all the chaos. Chaos! I find him leaning against a window looking into the distance across the city, adrift in one thought or another. Hey!
Hey there.
Oh, hey. What's up? You haven't said much during any of the rounds. And is that a problem? We've been kicking ass. That's why I'm here, yes? Why we're both here. Yeah, but if all I wanted was someone who could systematically annihilate everything in my path with cold, calculated precision, I could have hooked up Iris to the game.
Nope.
Hey, Ira, isn't the notion that I'm cold and calculated? Iris off, private conversation. Aw, that's no fun. Fine, fine. Iris off. My point is, I didn't ask you to join me just to fill the player 2 slot. After this morning, I felt I should spend some time with you, you know? Makes sense. You've been riding shotgun with me all day, so may as well time extend that. Okay, let's chill. Okay, so what's on your mind? L7. Let's do turd balls from earlier? Not them in specific, more them in general. Their mere existence, the existence of them and people like them. There's a toxic river of sludge running through the world, and people like Chad and Lance are making money windsurfing through it all for funsies. And that in turn kicked me off on a more general sense of malaise at the current state of everything in modern society. So I ducked out, found a nice quiet spot to reorganize my thoughts, and despite the respite, I'm failing miserably at positivity. Every stuff I know, but hey, you wanted the sordid specifics. Happy now? Perfectly happy. I don't mind you unloading your worries, Domino. I'm capable of helping you haul that emotional weight around if you need it. If what you need is a steady rock in an ocean, okay, I'm good with that. I can rock steady. You know what? I believe you. You've got this unwavering confidence in your eyes. Surprised you can see anything in this darkened corner of the warehouse, but... let's have a working example. Why not? Domino gestures to the neon cityscape, advertising pulsing into the night. Office windows lit by late-night workaholics, window shades glowing with evening lamps in apartments. It's quite a sight, to be honest. I have a terrible view from my crappy little apartment myself. Seeing it from up here is something else entirely. Tell me, what do you see? No wrong answers. Don't predict what you want me to hear. Just be honest and clear. What do you see? Chaos, mayhem, all the nonsense you'd expect to find when you overpopulate a little patch of land and call it a city. Only seems quiet from up here, where it's nice and cozy and dark. Out there, it's just pure madness. Precisely, and that's a problem, isn't it? Domino takes a long breath, a deep sigh with a ragged edge to it.
What I see is madness. Right now, I'd bet dollars to donuts someone's getting mugged. Probably a couple simultaneous muggings, if we're leaning on pure statistics. 101 domestic disputes are going down. Couples are worried when the next paycheck will come, and whether it'll be enough to put food on the table. Living in this city is madness. It's a wonder it doesn't drive more people to despair. So, that's what's on my brain meats at the moment. The despair of the modern age. In that swirling miasma, L7 are more of a symptom than a cause. And as for the cure, hell if I know. Maybe there isn't one. Or maybe I should just get back down there and virtually punch more dudes. Maybe I should stop all this crybaby whining and worrying and get with the program. Right, Coach? Be a man? Go play the sports ball? What do you think?
I can barely scrape two thoughts together after getting buried under an avalanche of Domino's anxieties. Honestly, I'm still getting to know him. I'm not sure what I can realistically say that would be of any help whatsoever. I may be the team cat herder, but that doesn't make me your boss or your parent. It makes me your friend. And as your friend, I want you to do what makes you happiest. You've been out of sorts since the run-in with L7, just going through the motions playing this game. This is not me complaining, this is me trying to make sure you're doing right by your mental health. So if being here now isn't helping you, you should head home. I want you to know that nobody will hold it against you. We understand, Domino, okay? Looks a bit taken aback, surprised at how readily I've accepted the situation. I want to support the team. No, I want to support my friends. Maybe I'm not a joyous ball of sunshine right now, but giving up and conceding defeat to the L7s of the world. I don't want to feel like giving up. Agent of Mischief, I'm with you to the bitter end. This is important to me, important to all of us. He pulls away from his slouching lean against the wall, forcing himself to adopt a stern posture, to fake the confidence until he can make it for real. I'm not giving up, are you? Nope.
What?
I'm sorry. Nope. Really? Where's your burning spirit? Where's the clenched fist around the throat of L7? I'm going to take a firm stance against the inevitability of this mess-up world. I'm afraid I'm going to need a bolder statement than that, Agent of Mischief. So I'm not giving up, are you? Bleep! No, I'm never giving up.
This can't possibly end badly.
And what shall we do about that, Shall we go make this rotten world bend to our will? Yeah! Okay, once more into the breach, my friend. In the end, he was the one to cheer me up. Riding shotgun with Domino is proving to be a pretty bewildering experience so far, but I'm not complaining.
It has begun!
Mortal Kombat!
Friends, it is time for the grand finals. A Fist of Discomfort 2. Long have you battled, hard have you fought, and now your efforts have led you to Hamza's unyielding steel cage of death.
Nobody's going to die. He's exaggerating. Probably.
For both the meager physical reward of a professional grade Fist of Discomfort 2 machine and the absolute glory of victory within the eyes of your peers. Hamza welcomes our final two teams to rise to this challenge and claim their destiny. Step forward. From L7 Gaming, 10-year veterans of the esports scene, Hamza presents to you Lance and Chad.
This'll be like taking candy from a baby. I'm shocked they actually got this far. Bet even a broken clock is right 3 times a day or something.
And from an up-and-coming team, a pair of rising stars seeking to ascend the ziggurat of victory.
Domino and Agent of Mischief! Let's get this over with and be home in time for cornflakes. Oh, right, now I need a cool quote. Let's see. Just be sure to know I know the rules. Are we allowed to smash our opponents over the head with folding chairs? Can I pile drive them through the Spanish announcer's table? No? I'm guessing no. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Very well. Fighters, to your positions.
Both members of L7 brought their own joysticks, so they wire up to the game. Me, I start hooking up my keyboard. Domino is content to use the built-in joysticks like a traditional arcade jockey might. With that, all 4 of us are ready. Sort of. I wish I'd done more research into L7's playstyle, so I knew how to counter it. With Team P2W, I knew Skywalker 69's tricks and Koda's techniques, so with these two, I'm going to have to assume they're play aggressively mixing up attacks and specials, probably launching their ultimate move early. They're angry, we'll use that against them.
And here we go.
Let's see if I can remember how to play this minigame. It has been almost 2 years. A special. Charging up for a really amazing special move sounds like a plan. Unfortunately, it's plan Lance to figure out as I'm interrupted mid-casting and smacked in the face. Special loses to their attack, they earn 150 points. Score now 0 to 150. Okay, they're clearly favoring attacks and specials. They're too angry to properly defend. I can use that to my advantage. They're also likely to launch their ultimate attack early in the match. I can save mine for later when they may be less predictable and I need a trump card. Or I can fire it off sooner in hopes of countering theirs. So what would be best? You know what? Domino Ultimate.
You can't run from this. You can't hide. You can't win. It's funny when you try.
You use your ultimate. You earn 130 points. Score now 130 to 150. I'm gonna defend. Or I can even react. My opponent snaps out their ultimate. One use trump card. Nothing I can do is stand in the wake of the onslaught as I'm buffeted back by attack after attack and beaten back. If opponent uses their ultimate, they earn 130 points. Oof. Special. Damn it.
Gotta be honest, I'm just improvising here.
Special loses their attack, they earn 140 points. Okay, we're not getting this fucking machine, are we? Score now 130 to 420. Are they seriously never going to defend against a single thing? It's just attacks and specials, attacks and specials. Careful, they finally get their wits together where they might start defending more. Stay focused. With Nod, I focus on the game trying to predict their next moves. So let's get to work starting out with ninja minions on my way to Lance, then start directly attacking using Tomokaze's fists, interrupting what would have been a brutal special move. Attack beats are special, you earn 150 points. 280 to 420. And attack too. You both attack, it's a tie, you earn 30 points, they earn 30 points. So we're now 320 to 460. And last we reach the Sacred Dojo, the prize for the clan with the most honor. Honor being measured by points for punching people in the head. It's been largely predictable, but that ends now. Assume nothing and push through to victory. I'm on a special. Timing is tricky, but I managed to pull out a wicked special move, sweeping an energy kick right to the face of Lance. Special defeats or defends, you earn 140 points. So we're now 460 to 460. Okay. Come on.
What a miserable failure. Them, I mean, not us, to be specific.
Booyah! Take that. Attack beats are special, you earn 190 points. So we're now 650 to 646. Booyah!
Hooray! We punched people in a video game. Society approves of digital violence.
I'm gonna have to romance him sometime. I still think I'm gonna go with Rhapsody, but he'd be fun. He'd be fun. We won. We won. We did it. We beat L7 Gaming and won our own Fist of... No. No way! This isn't possible. You can't get a fluke win and call it success. You've got to be cheating. It's that stupid keyboard, isn't it? You've loaded it with macros or something. Dude, careful. We don't want to get P2W'd by them posting a video of you ranting. Damn it, no. We won't catch us in that trap. Take your damn win then. It'll be the last one you ever have, and once the media's bored with patting themselves on the back, you'll be history. Come on, Chad. Let's ditch this stupid baby tournament for babies. Telling them off changed nothing. Winning changed nothing. They're stuck in the same loop, repeating the same lies again and again. L7 Gaming is the past, stagnant, stubborn. Mischief makers are the future, and I'm going to make that dream a reality.
Ha ha ha! Well fought, and well won. My friends, Hamza grants you this boon. Your own personal Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. May you play in good health, and with the good sportsmanship that won you this day.
Maybe I am a victory addict. Maybe I invested too much in beating L7 and proving I belong here. Would I feel dissatisfied if I lost to them? But this is as much introspection as I can manage. My adrenaline rush, the rush of success. I can't be a realist while feeling this damn good. Beep, beep. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a trait. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. Indeed, a fine victory. We have sacked the enemy's village and made off with their loot. Now to the tavern for mead and song and wenching. But seriously, we're gonna like party and stuff because we earned it.
Of this, Hamza has no doubt. But be warned, This was but one step on your long climb towards destiny. Do not let the thorns of pride grow in your heart, as they have in L7. Fight every battle as if it were your last, with no presumption, no pretense. Fight with iron determination. No doubt you will face hardship on the road to glory. In your darkest hour, remember this day. And remember Hamza, who believes in you.
I believe in Hamza, and Hamza believes in me.
But for now, please vacate the premises, as the remaining games need to be relocated before the building is demolished. Thank you.
Hamza sure knows how to make an entrance, but his exit leaves a little more to be desired. I think we're getting kicked out. Guess we should go home. It's been a weird night.
What if...
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's good to embrace the weirdness and just run with it. See where it takes us. Win or lose, I know one thing for sure. You're going to shake this little gaggle of weirdos to the core, and that's a positive. I've got faith that no matter what, we're headed somewhere interesting. Thanks for your faith, Domino.
Color me pleasantly surprised.
You might not be thanking me for that if interesting becomes harrowing, but you know what? I'm going to be optimistic for a change. A change. A change. I like that word. At least I like it tonight. You know, I don't think you're yet aware of what an impact you've made on our little group, and hopefully the impact we're making on you in turn. It's about more than Pro Tour, more than your ambitions. It's about us, pulling it together. Together. You said together twice. I know. My point is, well, I'm glad I can count on you as a friend, and if you ever need someone to pick you up when you collapse, hey, you could do worse than me. And I'd like to think you'd do the same for me. Okay, enough trust and bonding. I need to get home, catch a few hours of sleep before morning shift on my crappy job kicks in. About to move to join him when a buzz in my pocket grabs my attention. I'll be out of here in a minute. Sleep well. I might, actually. I just might. Huh? I mean, those are focused on my Pro Tour ambitions, but along the way I'm starting to really get involved with these people, aren't I? Despite only knowing them for a short time, well, maybe I do have the right to call them my friends. Something to ponder after wrapping things up here, that is. Building's shutting down for the night, but I can spare a moment to thumb through my phone and see why it's buzzing so insistently.
Hey, listen.
Agent of Mischief, this is big. This is really big. Pizza Yums are super happy with tonight's results. Pizza Yums wants to fund a team house. If we can find something that fits within their budget, we can get the whole team living and practicing together around the clock.
Hooray!
Wouldn't that be amazing? You don't say. It's got promise, a lot of promise. All the major esports organizations have team houses. Team P2W has a giant penthouse condo, even. I'm also investigating other events we can join using the sponsors' funding for travel and hotels. There's just so many possibilities.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad I can help you manage this team as your digital assistant. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. For now, you should get home and rest. Iris, offline. This is what I wanted. This is what I craved. Professional gaming as my life's calling. Domino's right. I'm shaking things up. I'm making this happen. With renewed spirits, I stroll down the lane of dusty old arcade games with this rapidly emptying warehouse to finally make my way home. And pause, stopping in my tracks. The exit's in sight. I can see it from here, despite being tangled up in a maze of arcade games, despite the occasional glow of a pixel-smeared screen. I need to leave. They're wrapping up the event. I have to go now. But my hand is resting on a joystick for some reason. A glowing blue joystick. Oh shit, it's Polybius, isn't it? Huh? What's this game? I still don't know much of anything about the arcade scene, so I couldn't say if this game was obscure or popular. I've never seen it before. And yet I want to play it. I can't deny that I want to try playing it. I can't pull my hand off the glowing blue metallic joystick. I won't pull it off. Yes, that's right. Surely I could sneak one game in before Hamza's assistants insist I leave. Surely I could play the game. My fingers reach for the start button to fire up the game. What the? Where'd the warehouse go? What is this place? No, I'm still standing there, gripping this burning hot joystick, but I'm also here. Whoever here is. Panic starts crawling up my spine from this weird dislocated feeling, a panic that seems almost alive. That's when a figure emerges from the distorted digital shadows that form this place. Figure that looks like me, and little by little it mirrors my shape, my movements, my mind. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? You play me and I'll play you, and you play me and I'll play you. Identity identifier system online, and you play me and I'll play. Scanning target you, and you play me and I'll target lock. But while I stare in open-mouthed horror, it smiles. It's smiling so confidently. The crown can be yours if you kneel and accept it. You must keep winning. The crown can be yours. Never stumble and fall if you kneel and accept that, or they'll see the real you. Jerking, glitchy motions, the shade reaches for me, grasping. It's already read me, parsed my feelings, digging deep through the joystick, my hand still grips in the real world. Now it wants more. It wants everything, and it wants me to surrender to that need. My arm tingles as it starts pulling the other way, pushing me instead of pulling from me. And that's when someone tackles me sideways, pulling me forcefully away from the grip of Polybius. What? Shh! They're coming. Dazed and confused, the palm of my left hand still tingling for when it touched that joystick, Loxley easily pulls me into the shadows, hidden from view as someone calmly approaches the strange arcade game. Confirmed. There's a Polybius instance here. Activate containment protocols. Looks like the old man's intel was right. He did have another copy of the game in his stocks. She pauses, one hand to her earpiece as she peers around the darkened warehouse through her sunglasses. But sees nothing other than Hamza's assistants in the distance finishing up their work. Negative. No psychological contamination incident. Seems like the game went unnoticed and unplayed. Basic containment procedure will be sufficient. Soon 2 similarly dressed men in black arrive with a cargo dolly and a black tarp, concealing the game and silently rolling it out of the building. Finally, I manage to breathe properly, and Loxley loosens his grip on me.
Most unfortunate.
Damn them, if only I'd found it sooner. What the hell is going on? Loxley, what was that thing? Who were those people? And when did you get here? You said you couldn't come to the event, you were too busy, and... My brain's spinning in like 11 directions at once here. My hand hurts, and I'm having trouble putting together any coherent thoughts.
I offer my sincere apologies.
Apologies, Agent of Mischief. I hadn't intended to involve you in this. And what is this exactly? A complicated situation, one I would strongly recommend not digging into any deeper. You were victorious this night, yes? Focus instead on your game of choice and your conquests. Worry not about other matters.
Uncertainty abounds.
It'd be best if you forgot about this strange little encounter, if at all possible, please. Trust me on this, my friend. I can't argue this. Not here, not now. My head is killing me, and Hamza's assistants would flush us out of here soon anyway. Fine, we'll table this for now. It's late, and I need some extra strength headache meds. But if you want me to trust you, I need you to trust me and be a bit more open about this. Got it? Very well. My apologies, Agent of Mischief. I suppose I'm playing the knave rather than the knight by trying to keep you in the dark. So be it. If you wish to pursue this, I'll consult with my allies and see what I can reveal. I strongly suggest you ignore this incident, but your will is your own. Pardon me, I must report my failure. Such troublesome matters. He tugs his hood up to avoid anyone's gaze as he slinks his way towards, well, I don't know, some dark corner, a hidden entrance? However he got in the building to begin with. Maybe he's right. Maybe I should let that go. My dreams are once victories, a fist of discomfort triumph. Not getting into whatever this is. I have no idea what this thing was or what it was trying to do to me. It feels bigger than I can deal with right now, way above my pay grade. So at least for tonight, perhaps I need to refocus on what I truly care for. My path lies along the Pro Tour, the year-long road to the ultimate battle. Where else it may lead me, I don't know, but the only certainty is that I'm ready to fight, and the next stop is to bring Mischief Makers together under one roof so we can truly fight as one, while putting whatever that was far behind me. Well, that was fun, but also that is really long to read the whole thing. I may have to bring more water with me next time. I thought it was going to be all scratchy now. I just know it. You've cleared level 2 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your scores. Rhapsody's inspired by you. Clearly you're the life of the party, you goofy goof. So, Rhapsody, then Domino. Yeah, I kind of figured probably her the least. Or wait. Yeah, that's Zapper, probably the least. Also, you've scored 17,400 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, so on. Let me see. Can I change the color of my outfit? I just don't change the color. I know I changed my body type too. Let's see. Purple. Yeah. That's all I really wanted to do. It was so pink, it was distracting me. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 3? Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna just end things here. I've been talking for like 2 hours. My throat is gonna be so scratchy later. Thank you to everyone who checked out the stream, and if you enjoyed yourself here, it would be really cool to hit those like and subscribe buttons. You can leave a comment if you're feeling generous, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna stream next, but yeah, it would be nice to get back into playing some visual novels again. So I'm gonna quit.